Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay here. Welcome to another episode of Jaybird TV. I hope this episode finds you doing really well. For those of you in the Midwest, I hope you're safe and warm. For those of you who are not from the Midwest in the United States and are not sure what I'm talking about, we are in a winter Wonderland craze. I mean, it's been pretty insane. The governor declared Michigan in a state of emergency. We've gotten, I don't know how many inches of snowfall, but a ton. I mean, this stuff is stacking up. Beautiful, you know, it's that really fluffy, powdery snow, but it's just so cold. I hope everyone's driving safe. The roads have been pretty insane. They have been getting frozen over, and then the spots where the cars are driving keep making grooves. So it just feels bumpy, almost like you're driving over potholes, things like that. It's pretty insane. So, man, I hope you're all safe and warm. I'm ready to go climbing. I'm all geared up, ready to head out into the winter wonderland. So let's get to Terra Firma. I'll see you there in... Oh, guys, it is cold. Oh my gosh. You know, the most messed up part is that it's way warmer than last night. Yeah, it's 2 degrees out. Literally real temp, 2 degrees. I drove around like midnight last night. So cold, I thought my blood froze my veins. All right, I'm here, gonna get warm. Just me today. Ben might come join, but I'm just gonna get straight into some climbing and do some voiceover action. So I'll see you in a little bit. Let's get on to climbs. All right, getting started on this Black V7. It's a really cool climb right here on the prow. So moves out towards that feature there, and the only feet are tracking, so you'll see me do a toe hook here, switch it to a heel as well. Some really cool movement, I like that. It's interesting because you almost wish that there were more feet on this, even though I am using them pretty readily because I have the movement down. Feels really cool. This move right here is a pretty big one. Pretty fun to throw up for it. Yeah, it's a really awesome climb. I really enjoyed the movement. I really enjoyed the toe and the heel, and it's actually a little bit tougher than I expected my first time trying it. I was quite surprised. It took me a couple tries. Pretty tough climb. I've been trying to down climb as much as possible. Actually helps stretch my tendons out, so it feels good. So next we are getting on the infamous Black Sloper project. What makes me feel really good about this is they actually bumped the grade up. Started at V8. People said definitely a really solid 9. Some people have even ventured 10 for it, but it is rated as a 9. We don't typically rate anything above a 9 at Terra Firma anyhow. But man, it is stout. It's definitely as challenging as some outdoor 9s that I've tried, in my own opinion. Just long, really have in some intense cruxy sections. And as you can see, I'm actually really struggling on this first move, which I did not expect. That's something I had really locked in the last time I was working this project. So quite surprised to see me brushing that hold, just trying to make it feel better. It just felt slick. It felt like no matter what I was doing, I was falling off of it. So what I found is that I really have to engage both heel hooks. I really have to engage the entire core, really, to pull with both of my heels. Right here, so I'm really squeezing, and I lock that in, and my heel's just popping off as I'm going out right. That's a really good hold there, too. So taking a quick break here and watching this gentleman do a pretty sweet V4. And, yeah, nice to get a little rest in there, you know. So hopping back on that, just do the quick edit. And yeah, you know, I'm pretty frustrated so far, just not hitting that first crux. It's been kind of surprising for me. So lock in that heel. Trying to get that right hand set really well and lock in that left, and finally sticks there. It feels pretty good. So you get that high foot. These crimps are pretty rough too. They're pretty small, and you have the high feet. So you gotta crank on those crimps. Get up, and I opt for the heel hook beta here. Stick that. And that is actually the first time I've ever stuck that crux. It's hilarious that the guy happened to be standing right there. But that is the first time. So I'm battling here. You got to get the high foot. Oh, stand up. Man, you were so tired by this point. Oh, I barely hit that. And man, I just could not get my foot up. It was just such a battle there. Really tough. You were so pumped from that earlier section. It's kind of insane. Really tired. I mean, you have the crux number one. The crimps and crossover feel tough. That crux is insane too. So yeah, I opt to give it another go. Really surprised once again. That's the first time I've ever stuck that, but I feel pretty good about having stuck that and being able to move to the next section. I think I'm going to send it. I have another 2 or 3 weeks until they reset. And I think this will probably be the hardest thing I've ever climbed inside. It's definitely tough. It reminds me of the green problem. I actually had that in one of my other videos. If you want to go back in time and look at the green V10, I put so much heart and soul into that thing and actually never got a send on it, but did get close. So really cool climb. So switching up things here, moving to this really cool black V7 over left of the prow near the flat wall. So I actually had not sent this thing. It's kind of bouncy. I worked on it a little bit and didn't have the beta down. So what's really cool is you can actually see me change my beta up quite a bit here. So yeah, walking my left foot out there. You got those two little crimps. They are both faced out. So they're both side poles out. And you see me kind of gas down the one, trying to figure out how to get my left hand over, and I remember to get my right foot up there. Helps quite a bit. From there, you can actually just reach out. It's kind of nice, mantle, and then get the right hand here. I couldn't get the right hand to feel good, so as I tried to stand up into it, couldn't really grip it. It's pretty challenging, so give it another go here. First move feels really cool. Kind of engages your shoulder, and you can walk out like that. Gets kind of you press against that, get a cool mantle. So a little more dialed in here as I kind of remember what to do. Hit that left side pull, and boom, first change in beta. You see actually my right foot there, and that makes the difference. I'm able to stand up into that, then drop the left back down again. So it's the first kind of game changer. Step my left foot down. Pretty precarious feeling position. And what I had seen so far were people matching where my left hand was. So they actually got their thumb on it, brought their other hand down and got their other thumb. And there's only enough space for the thumbs on there. So it's my buddy from the gym. He is showing me his beta. So he actually helped me send this by show me the goods, show me the good way to do it. So you see he gets a high foot there. That's pretty interesting too. It's definitely tons of body tension there, a pretty compressed position. So he gets set into a similar position as I was. He gets his left foot down. But watch what he does. He actually matches the outside right crimp versus I tried to match the inside left one. And by matching that, he's actually able then to get his right hand set, which boom, he can move out, go into that next section. So thanks to the beta. And boom, I'm now geared with the information. I'm moving back into it. This beginning section is feeling much better, much more crisp, dialed in. It just feels great to have that beta. Makes a difference on climbs like these especially. So here you see me readjust my feet, get set, and I opt for this outside crimp beta here. So I do it, really reaching, can really feel my back and shoulders get engaged. I'm close to the wall, and it works. Pull in, get that left sloper here, and walk my feet across. That left sloper is really bad. You'd expect to get more off of it, but it just really holds you there. So I'm trying to match it, and I fall out of that. I really just thought I'd be able to kind of reach over left, but your footing and the hand do not make that feel as solid as you might imagine. So we got my buddy Ethan here giving this a go as well. You see him opting for a hand-foot match there, getting set into this very similar position that you've seen a couple times now. And yeah, he gets the high foot as well, and Ethan's pretty tall and lanky, so it's kind of surprising. But more power to him. He's got that flexibility. So you see him once again walking his feet into the right position, and sorry about the camera doing that. Some lighting automatically adjusting. And yep, this is a familiar spot. He goes for the outside beta, and I really like the way that feels. It was so much easier than the inside match, Really felt hard. I couldn't get my thumbs in the right positions to do it. But here you have him reaching out, and he's in position to drop down. Now that left sloper, the left hold is actually really phenomenal. It's a good hold. So Ethan hits it, but he cannot quite get his feet on before his weight cuts. So awfully close. Doing a little brushing there, making these holds feel better. Really helps in the flat holds, I find. They get greased up pretty quickly. They get chucked up, and it's hard to use them. So at this point, the movement feels pretty dialed in, pretty locked in. Know exactly the good spots to get my feet, so I get that right foot set, come into that crimp. And of course, I'm going to walk out my left foot really slowly. Try not to take too many chances and just get the send. And I get to that position to reach over and match that outside crimp. Got to do a little piano matching, move my fingers to make room. Hit that inside crimp and go out, and I grab this. Nice little slope out to the left there. Really just trying to take my time and ensure I've got my footing and everything, my balance correct. And here I just opt to keep the left foot off of it, and you'll see I go for kind of a quick, I don't know, I do put that on the foot chip. It does not help, though, if I recall. Try and just hit it quick and fall into that. Yeah, it works really well. Just falling into that hold and trusting it, it's really solid. Hit the left hand. Left hand's not that good, but it is good enough to be able to walk up your right heel. And that move actually felt kind of suspect, but the heel stuck. And then you can really easily kind of rock up, and you're pretty locked on that right foot. So boom, got the send. Felt pretty good. That was a harder climb for me, even though it's a 7. It's technical and very precise with the beta. So boom, moving to this V5. This is one of my favorite routes in the gym right now, hands down. So I did a quick start there, and I actually lose my balance here. So this one's a really cool route. You get to see me do this again here. So I try and get both hands on. It was actually really tricky to get it from just that foot there that I'm on, with both feet on that hold. But I grab a start with both hands and walk out my right foot. It just feels really cool to move all of your weight onto your feet without your hands having anything. I think that's a cool feeling. Definitely requires a lot of balance, kind of tricky, but you'll see me get both feet on this, and you just have to fall out right. That next hold is, yeah, right there. It's that really great pinch. And the top is actually at the bottom, so here we go. You got to go upside down, get the bat hang, really engage the core, and boom, get that top for a nice controlled finish. Oh, it feels like a great back stretch, too. You see me working on my handstands. You see me going to both hands. And we got Ben. Ben came and joined, so you'll see him a couple times in the shots here, and he's helped me film as well. He goes for the easier, the better, I should say smarter start there with both feet widespread. I kind of just started both feet on the left one just for fun, actual challenge. But you'll see him hit that start and rock over and get ready for that huge lunge. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, you can just see that balance as he's kind of swinging his arms there. It's really a sweet spot, you know. Got to find just the right spot. So here we go. Third time's a charm. We got Ben just getting that start and getting ready to get his weight in the perfect spot. A little bit hesitant to rock all of his weight onto that right foot, but he does it really nicely there. And boom, pounces. Look at that. Smooth. Grabs it and moves into the bat hang. So he doesn't really shuffle his hands around. So his feet and his hands are kind of getting tangled up there and making it difficult for him to bat hang. But he does get both feet on there. Looking pretty solid. His left hand is certainly still on the hold, but he's got the right on the top. So I'm like, come on, Ben. Crunch the core, and he gets it for about a second or two. Not quite controlled, but, you know, he's got it. And this is him later working on that bat hang. And that's a really nice, well, you know, it's about the same, but he does definitely look more controlled. So, all right. That's kind of a quick transition into this next route, but don't worry, you'll see the start plenty more times. This is an orange V7 on the slab wall. Tricky. As you can see, I don't really know the beta. I'm going out right, pressing against the wall there, and really just trying to switch my toe, you know, my heel to a toe and stand up on it. It feels super hard. It kind of hurts my shoulder. But here we are. There's the start. You got those two really nice holds. And here I'm opting for a different beta. I'm just trying to get my left up there, but it feels really far. It feels hard. You can see me getting it right over the lip, but man, I just cannot get it to stick on there. So here I go for a more dynamic beta. I kind of just dyno up, get that left foot on. I really want to stand up pretty badly, but man, it feels hard. Yeah, I'm trying to stand up there, and I just cannot make it happen. Love this dynamic beta, though, to get my left foot on. Much more successful than what I was trying with the mantle, heel hook out right, and the slow static approach. Yep, just kind of dabbing on holds, and I cannot really get my weight to move upwards. I'm trying pretty hard. Try for the right foot here to see if that feels any better. It does not. This route is way harder than it looks. And, I mean, when I'm watching this even, I feel like I should be able to just stand up. I can even do pistol squats pretty comfortably right now, and I just couldn't do it. So moving to some training, I just want to check up and see how I was doing on my climbing training as well as some calisthenics. So starting out with a one-arm pull-up, just going for clean form. So I'm pretty happy with that. The top is not as controlled as I'd like. I certainly could have a more controlled top, my chin closer to the bar. So moving to muscle-ups here. These are a newer skill for me, but do have that technique down. It feels pretty good. I got a few of those out. So moving into handstands, really enjoying learning these. The balance is definitely difficult. So about a solid 3-second handstand there, not bad. Front lever. It's actually one of the cleaner front levers I've had, so I'm pretty happy with that. Keeping that back straight. Moving into some weighted pull-ups here. So this is half my body weight. I weigh about 160 right now, so we got about 80 pounds on here. I'm pretty happy with these. I felt like I had pretty good control, pretty fluid motion. Once again, the very peak, the top of my pull-up could use a little more work, as with my one arm. It's good to be able to identify those. I'm just going for a clean 5 rep here. You can definitely see me straining in that 5th rep. The chin isn't quite all the way up there. So this is something I saw Eric Carlson doing, some weighted deadhangs. Try to find my max weight and overestimated myself clearly. I'm unable to do both of these first weights. I'm able to do them on 2 fingers in good pockets, which is why I thought I could do them, but it's rare I use that small crimp. The first weight I'm really able to hang it all with for maybe 3 or 4 seconds before my shoulders slag out. It's tough. So checking out my campusing, I haven't been doing as much max pulling, which is pretty evident here. I got 1.5, only about 6.5. My second pull is really weak. Certainly need to get that one arm pull through strength a little better. So checking out the other side, my left hand, same result, 1.5, 6.5. So I've done better personally before, so I need to up that. Extra credit here, just checking out my pistol squat. And this left leg pistol squat is a personal victory because that's the ankle that was broken back, not that long ago. So it feels good to have that rehabilitated. And the one arm push up here, just kind of checking to see how everything is feeling. So that feels pretty good as well. Keep my back a little straighter. And right here, I actually lose my balance, which I don't usually do, but I do there. So pretty funny, and locking that in, feeling good.
Wrap. Cool to see where I'm at with my training, especially the calisthenics. That stuff is way more skill-based, so I need that repetition. But it's great to see where my one-arm pull-up and front lever and my campus strength. I was really awed by my lack of finger strength on the small crimp Beastmaster. I'm usually training those bigger pockets, so that was really good for me to realize need to train there, need to get stronger. So, hey, if you like this, let me know. If you want to see more, subscribe. Much love. Stay safe and warm. Have a great day.